I do that all the time. Huh? I do that all the time, man.
The other one. Hey guys, it's good to see everybody. Don't forget, turn yourself onto live chat, and also make sure you hit the little cogwheel down in the bottom because we are live streaming in 1080. So if you guys down there, YouTube likes to throttle us back. Introduce Mr. Gray. Everybody knows Mr. Gray. And tonight we listened to what you guys were talking about, and we are going to be talking about tech. So if you guys have questions about certain things, we're going to go through them tonight here. I know we have a bunch of things that people have asked me about. So we're going to go through there. And now we have Jess is in here too.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Living the vida loca, as they say.
Good to see you, Mel. Good to see you, Harvey. Fox at Outdoors. Wendy Benjamin. Northwoods Peachtree. Good to see you. So I'm glad everybody's here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Emily, good to see you. So one of the things that we were going to talk about tonight is StreamYard. And we're also going to be talking about some free software for rendering, DaVinci Code. And we're also going to be talking about my rendering, and my stuff is going to be Filmora 9. And so we're going to go through some of the free stuff, and then we're going to go through some of the stuff that you got to pay for. Some of the stuff is click and play. Some of the stuff is a lot more intense. So depending on your feel and how you like to do that, we're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about some Greg got his drone up in here. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check that out on his channel. It's the newest one that's out there. So please go look that up. And we're going to also be talking about the DJIs and see how he likes the new, because he has the new Mini. I have the older Mini. So we can see the difference between the two now. So it should be a really fun-packed night. And if you guys do have any questions about any kind of software, feel free to put it up in the chat and put it up there in all caps. If Jess is going to be our moderator / co-host on here with Gray and me, so she'll yell at us if we don't catch it. And we got awesome Harvey in the back there. Astrolop. Yeah, well, that's what happens, Fox, when you get out of work and you just run in here and turn everything on.
Yeah, I've been there myself, man. I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow, man.
And later on, after Greg is done, when he's on tomorrow night for his live, I'll probably jump on there when I get home. So
watch Greg's video with sound. Yeah, actually, it's Fox. It's I added some cinematic music to the drone footage in between me talking. But one spot you don't want to listen to. It's the wind is horrible. Which again, this is tech, and I had a windsock on there or dead cat or whatever you guys want to call it. And it was still horrible. But these are the trials and tribulations of being a content creator and doing something in our environment here is great. I love being in this environment. Everything is controlled. Doing stuff in the woods or anywhere outside of this environment gets a lot more complicated. I'll tell you that.
South Florida, we haven't, Gray is actually from Florida, so he might know the easiest thing to grow in Florida.
Right now, honestly, South Florida, DCL, I'm having the best of luck with sweet potatoes. They are going insane. And and everybody tells me they'll even grow it in our sand down here in Florida. Now, I do have mangoes that are popping off left and right now too, but that's, like I said, that is definitely a Florida thing for mangoes for most folks. But tomatoes are doing good. The watermelon is exploding. The broccoli is exploding. Things are looking good, to be honest with you. Things are blowing up.
And Emily, if you can get Ghost in here, we're going to be going through a lot of the different software. So if you can pull Ghost in here and tell him to jump in this one so he can learn about this stuff. I'm actually going to go step by step through StreamYard. I'm going to go step by step on how to set that up and get that up and running and a bunch of other stuff tonight. So I know he was asking about that. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I like Ghost. Ghost is awesome. Thanks, Harvey, for throwing that in the chat, brother.
Awesome. So we'll wait a little bit here and just let people come in. I know there's been a lot of people that have been asking about this, so we'll give them a few seconds. And I know Gray has he had the tech bug today, which we all have had that.
What
Hey,
a
Gardener
nightmare.
Josh.
All right, there's Gardener Josh.
Speaking of Josh, Josh will be live with me 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesday.
Harvey was already picking on him in Jess's chat, so he's already got his cold feet.
Oh, South Florida. You have do you have like the big sour oranges? I forget the name, the actual term for them. But citrus, I mean, all citrus, lemon trees and orange trees and tangerines and a lot of that stuff grows well in Florida. But again, they're trees. So, but that's going to be a part of my homestead once I have one. Then I'll have tons and tons of content coming out when I have a homestead and my own property to do so. And I want to have an orchard section and then, of course, the gardening section and, kind of break things up a little bit.
Yeah, Harvey, I didn't get in a fight with a rooster. That was Mama and I got in a fight. I just went in there and fixed the problem before she went out there with something out of my gun safe.
That's good to hear, Josh. Good to hear. I'll check it out once, if I have time tonight. If not, when I'm sitting at work tomorrow on my downtime, I will watch the video. Wow.
Hey, buddy, Dragon.
Thanks for coming in.
Dragon, you are an awesome man, and thank you so much, buddy. And it is so good to see you back. Tell the old clan that we are back live streaming. We'll be streaming on Mondays and Fridays, and Gray is going to be my making me actually do what I say I'm going to do. So, and I'm trying to be getting out 2 videos. I've got 9 sitting in the back right now. Jess is the manager of my channel, so I got 9 sitting there waiting, ready to roll. Just got to finish them up.
Does Dragon have a channel?
No, Dragon is one of those guys that is he's been a part of my channel for a very, very long time. He's a good supporter of the Rolling Homestead and all that other stuff, and he's always been there for support. And guys, on the very top, if you haven't seen it, I got it pinned. We have the members up there. We are talking with Gray's doing. We're going to do some stuff, some private stream with members and some one-on-ones for software, any of that kind of stuff that you guys need help with. So there is a members tab up on top if you'd like to be a part of that. That is awesome. But yeah, Dragon is an awesome guy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Just nods again. Hi, buddy.
I love it when folks are there's some great folks out there to help support us channels, because YouTube is always trying to suppress us.
Actually, guys, and that's the thing is, if you guys don't know this, because a lot of times it's talked with us behind the scenes, if we say something that is not politically correct, we get demonetized. So you guys like doing what Dragon just did, just help support the channel when we say something that is on our minds and we can't hold our tongue.
South Florida is asking you, Mark, what is your expertise?
As far as homesteading or tech, which one you want there, South Florida?
What's up, Zane?
Yeah, Fox, we all need help with motivation. That's why it's really nice, guys, to have a crew that you can go and fall back on. And sometimes the old-fashioned way is just kick somebody in the butt and say, get going. Mm-hmm. Everybody needs that. And everybody needs to vent because they have a bad tech day. You're ready to throw your camera out the window. You're ready to do this or you're ready to do that. I have a story before we get rolling here. Is I had my drone. I had it synced. I had the compass all calibrated, ready to take off. And my controller says I have a dead battery. So I'm out in the middle of nowhere with a dead battery, and I'm like, there goes my drone shots. So, but South Florida, we talk about drones. We're going to be talking about, for you guys that just are coming in, we're going to be talking about some free software for streaming, and then we're going to be talking about paid side of that. We're going to be talking about free software for rendering, and then we're going to be talking about the paid portion of that. We're going to be talking, we'll get Gray's expertise on some of the cameras. He has I wouldn't want to say it's a knockoff of a GoPro, but it's probably better than it has the same quality as a GoPro and some of the same features for a third of the cost. So we'll be talking about some cameras. We're going to be doing a lot of Rinton, good to see you.
Should I go and grab that?
Probably should. Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Rinton.
Rinton, you are now a moderator. I think I know you well enough. So, guys, like I said, if you have any kind of questions about that kind of stuff, let us know. Other things, too, is we have me and Jess are homesteaders. She is in Idaho. I'm in Wisconsin. And you have Gray.
I'm in Ohio.
Ohio. What did I say?
Idaho.
Oh, potato land. And so we also have the homesteading, and we have the prepper and preparedness and the bushcrafting and all that other stuff. So we've got a well-rounded panel. I might fall asleep while watching. I'm pooped. Okay, Mel.
Hey, long as you're watching, Mal.
Yeah, as long as you're watching. Lady T, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a long time. Glad you come in here. So let's start this off. Very first thing is what you're seeing is there's two different sites right now that you can, or actually there's 4 different ways that you can live stream. If you have a Mac, now we're not talking about Macs tonight. We're talking just going to be your Microsoft or your big towers, your PCs, stuff like that, Windows. There is StreamYard. There is a free version of StreamYard, and there's a paid version of StreamYard. Then you have Melon. Melon is an offshoot of Streamlabs. I do have Melon. It has some issues. Yeah, they're still working out the bugs on that, so I'm hoping that comes around. That one you can stream in 1080, and it is at the cost of StreamYard. But so for right now, and for all those people that are looking for the free stuff in the free version, we'll start it off with StreamYard.
Ghost just popped in. Hello, Ghost.
Hey, Ghost. There.
Ghost Prepper.
That guy's a mod right away, too. All right, so we're going to start it off, and we're going to go and so, Jess, I'm not going to be able to see the chat on this one.
Okay.
So this is going to be, guys, this is going to be your StreamYard. As you can see right here, this is the one that I set up for tonight. So this is the live stream we're doing tonight. This is just a standard one behind the scenes that we can talk. And this was another one that I made back in the summer. When you download StreamYard, or when you sign into StreamYard, I'm sorry, it's not download, is when you sign into StreamYard, this is going to be the window in your destinations. So Josh, you were asking, how do you set it up? Here's your 2 pages. So you can click on here and you can add a destination. I have my Facebook and I have my YouTube channel. Very simple to do. All you got to do is add your link off your channel, and you paste it in there, and you are all set and lined up and ready to go. For your broadcasting, all you got to do is you're going to click on one of these. We're going to go over to the Enter Me, and it's going to pull up the little thing. And here I am again over here all by myself. So I got 2 cameras rolling. How's that possible? All right. So here we're setting this up. So now what you want to do is, first and foremost, is you got to set up your cam. Your cam mic or your camera and your mic are together here. You have your camera, you have your audio, and you have your green screen. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to find your mic. Like mine is my Yeti right here. So I got my set up to my default Yeti, and my speakers are coming out through my surround sound. So that's set up. You guys, when you're first starting out with this, make sure that you turn your echo cancellation off, especially if you're using audio and you're using speaker systems. That makes a big difference because you're not getting that reverb and you're not getting that bounce back. Another one you want to come in here and turn off is this right here. With the Yeti, I can actually adjust my volumes up here with the knobs, but you want to shut off that automatically adjust mic. And what that does is it keeps it at a full. So if you come in here, you're going to be a lot louder than you are back here. So you want to shut that off. Cameras. Right now we're running the C90. Otherwise, you'd be using, here's the 4K 2.0s right here, and are the OBS cameras and the virtual cameras. It'll pick them up automatically, whichever cameras you're running, and you set that up to the one you want, and you're good to go. And for advanced, obviously on this one here, I have the option. This is going to be the free version, which is a high def at 720p, or you can go into in the paid version and you can get to 1020 or 1080. That's all up to you guys. Once you have your cameras set up and you have your mic set up, you go in here, and I'm going to shut my camera off, and I'm going to mute my mic because it's going to go a refurb and it's going to go to infinity. All right, so here, this is your main screen. And right now here, I sit down here. If I load this in, hey, it worked. Let me pop in here. Cool. Now there's other things on top of here that you can do. You can go into your comments, so you can actually see comments that are coming in off of YouTube, off of the live stream. They are slower than what they are going to be on YouTube. And then you have your banners. So you can create your own tickers here. So if we want a ticker to come across the screen, we're going to edit one, and we're going to say, welcome to Late Night with Rolling and Gray. I wonder how that got in there. And we're going to show it. So there's my ticker coming across the screen right now. That's simple. For your brand, this is where you have more things that are open with the paid version than you have versus the free version. So you can have your default here. I can put a name in here. I have these actually shut off because I have my layers here. So if Gray was on with me, we would be using these. And you've seen these before. They pop up. You can make those. You can put whatever logo you want behind you. And that's going to show when you have your individual boxes. So whatever guest you have on there, they go in the box. This would be behind there for the logos. The logos are right here. I'm sorry. That goes right there. And then you have your video clips. You're allowed 30-second video clips. So if you saw the intro that we did when we came in here, so for, let's say, Gray and mine's late night intro, this is what you would see. And then your mics are automatically muted. And then you come back and everything is on, your mics are on. So this is set up for plug and play. It's very simple to do. And then on the bottom here is your background. So this is the ones that would be behind you on your little boxes with your guests. And then down here is the show name. So if I turn this on, my name comes up, turn it off. There, it's off. So like I said, StreamYard is very simple, and they have it set up. It's been around for a while, so they've got most of the bugs out of it.
Now, want to add to that. So some of you folks, let's say you're on Mark's channel, you're on my channel. I have one-on-ones with folks. Like I set up on the back end of things. We can do what they call a green room. It's not online. If you need more, like if you want more training or more assistance, I can set up offline things, and I can schedule you with a time, slot where I can just throw you in. There's no charge, no nothing. It's just to help the community out. You can be like, hey, Gray, you can email me, or you can email Mark, and I can set up a backstage and have a conversation with you and show you stuff or have more in depth if you don't grasp everything that we go over, because we kind of move fast through some things sometimes. So I figured I'd offer that to some of you folks out there.
So I know Garden Josh and Ghost were talking about that. Is there anything are you guys good with the old StreamYard? Is there any questions out there that you guys are looking for? I just seen that Cooking on a Farm, good to see you. Thanks for coming in here. And Papa Two Bears, howdy folks, good to see you.
Mark,
Yep.
Gardner Josh was on my live stream asking how to do StreamYard on his phone. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, your phone is, all you got to do is sign into once you have it on a computer. He said he had a laptop in there, I thought he said. Once you sign up for it, and on your phone, Gray, your phone kind of shows up better on your camera.
I can do that.
I'll enlarge you so you can see.
Do you want me to pop in with my phone? I can mute my mic and pop in to show, or
you can after you walk through it if you want. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go large with you now. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. I need to go to the messenger and grab the. Hold on. Let me go in here. I'll tell you when I'm ready. You can chat for a second while I pull that up and go into that because I have multiple messengers. So let's go there. Messenger.
So Go says I'm liking StreamYard so far. It's pretty easy, buddy. It's pretty simple, and it's pretty laid back. Like I said, I've got the full version on here, so there's going to be things on mine that you guys are not going to see on there.
All right. Now, do you want me to open StreamYard or click on your link in StreamYard?
I want you just to open it up so that you can go step by step through it, how you would get in there first for Josh.
Okay.
And then actually go in there so you can. That's what I mean. I'll make you big, and then everybody can see your phone and how it works.
All right.
You ready?
Hopefully everybody will be able to see this.
Oops.
Share. I wish there was a way I could just share my phone screen. All right. So you're going to type in StreamYard, and of course, it's going to come up like that. We'll give it to focus here. You know what I mean? I'm going to click. Let me see if I can do this without looking. I'm going to click StreamYard.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And then I'm going to, log in. Back out. Come on. I didn't know it was going to ask me all my information here.
Yeah.
Ask me for a login code. Okay, so once you should have this already done. I just don't ever use my phone.
And yeah, Emily, I will talk about Melon here in a second because I know Ghost Internet's an issue. That's where Melon shines. So I'll go grab that one right away too while he's doing this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to my email now to pull up the code that StreamYard is sending my email. There it is. So anyway, if you're going to use StreamYard for your phone, you should have all your information already logged in there, so you don't have to do what I'm doing. I just never use my phone for StreamYard. All right, let me minimize this and bring us back up. So as soon as I did that, it said I have my StreamYard is up and running. And then you want to create a broadcast. Now I have this room set up here to have pre-collaborations with other content creators or other folks.
Gray, your mic went really, really quiet.
My mic?
Yep.
Is it still quiet or?
No, it's good now.
Hold on. Looks like my mic is about to fall off. I'm going to screw a hole into that. But anyways, it's going to look like how you have it on your like on the computer, except I'm going to go ahead and open up. You can create a broadcast here. You can click that there. Doing this backwards is not easy, folks. Yeah, hold on. Which way? Here we go. So I can create a broadcast, or I could just create one that I already have. So I can click on that. Whoops. Come on. And then see how it says Gray Man YouTube? I'm not going to do anything to that, so I'm going to click record only. I don't know if you guys can see that there. This is harder than I thought, trying to do it via showing you guys. Record only. And then, come on. Mark, you should have warned me about this.
Yeah, I go on my phone so often, I don't do that anymore. There you go. Now it's ready to say enter studio.
Does it say enter? Can I enter now?
Yeah.
People are probably like, what the hell is Gray doing?
Once you guys got yourself set up on StreamYard on your, so another thing, Josh, if you're going to set this up, once it's all loaded in, it'll go through Google and it'll sign you in and everything like that. And then I'll grade it. There he's entering his studio now. So there it's saying allow. And then you got to let the, it's going to ask you where you allow your camera, where you allow your mic, all that other stuff. And then once you're there, now you see Gray's in there.
Yeah, now you can do, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. You can, since I have like 25 cameras on my phone. Oh, come on, focus.
Hey, Heritage Heart, good to see you.
If I click that, it's going to, and I click up on camera, not audio. It's a lot harder to do it when you can't see what you're doing. Camera, mic.
That's that fancy phone you got.
Yeah. And then I want to click camera. So I have a couple different camera options with your phone, front facing, rear facing. So I have several options that I want to use. You know what I mean? Let's say I want to use the one that's facing me. I can use that one. You know, depending on what camera you want to use on your phone.
Yeah, it walks you through pretty good, guys. And it's pretty simple. Guys, don't forget too, we got 25 in the house and six thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up. It helps with YouTube analytics. Tells them that you guys enjoy what you're seeing.
And then now with my expensive phone here, it froze. Froze on my face, which is kind of interesting. But with StreamYard, you can back out and log back in because it didn't kick me out. Well, actually, my phone froze.
That's one thing nice for you guys is that if, and remember this also, if you have somebody on your panel and your internet drops off, StreamYard does not shut down. So those people will be on your panel. So you can get back on there, but make sure that the people that are on your panel you can trust them because they're running your live stream at that point because you're no longer on there.
Yeah, it's logging me back in. But anyways, I can enter my broadcast studio here. I guess I need to put a display name. If there was only a way that we could do where we could stream my phone, it would have been so much easier than trying to do this way.
Right.
Because it's hard to show folks this and at the same time of doing what I'm doing here. I wonder if I can do it in this format as well. You can do a landscape format. And yeah. I don't know if you can see that. That's where your guests would be down here. If this is going to be complicated trying to show you guys all this on the phone because I can't reach around my phone. Mm-hmm. And this is just probably not the best way to do this.
But it shows that it can be done. It's pretty.
Yeah, no, it can be done. It's just like the computer, in regards to what you're doing on there. And like I said, you can put if you have a phone, you can put it on a tripod and broadcast from the tripod. You know what I mean?
Yes, I got one right here. So what he's talking about, guys, is that this is set up for your phone. So your phone goes in here and
you can't see you, Mark.
Oh, never mind. I got to come back over to you. Okay. There we are. So this is a tripod for the phone. And here's a little thing for the phone. And then obviously you have a tripod. These are really very inexpensive. So if you're just using your phone for a camera. Now, you guys also, I have heard that you can use your phone for live streaming also. So you can use your phone as the main camera for if you want to live stream and you don't have a webcam. laboratory mic. So there's ways to do that also. So does everybody understand good old StreamYard? And we're all good with that one? You guys have like anybody says, like Gray said, if you have any questions, you can always email us and we can help you out and walk you through there. Ghost, did that help you out with StreamYard, I hope?
See, JV Outdoors says they use their phone to stream outdoors all the time. And here's what you do. Because what I just
got really quiet, buddy.
What I just showed you is complicated seeing from my phone, but you could set up your StreamYard and do a test stream and test all your stuff out without going live. So you can play with it without going live.
Mm-hmm. And you can set it all. You can set it all up. And can you actually? You can't record off of StreamYard though.
You can download it after you record your video. You can download it.
Really? Okay. Didn't know that.
Heritage Heart Homestead's asking, what if your device is only 4 MP? How good would that be? Just curious.
Man, 4 megapixels. Because I'm assuming 720 at 4 megapixels, it's probably going to be grainy.
All right, Josh. Gardner Josh says I have a laptop. Okay.
Laptop's cake.
Yep, laptop would be like the first way that we showed you. And the thing is with the laptop, your cameras are not going to be as good as your webcams are, but you still can live stream from them. So,
Josh, if you need a webcam, I have several floating around here that I could send you. I can mail one out to you, brother, if you need one. One is like a 2K webcam. And I just have it sitting around so I could always send it to you. Carlin.
So Northwood Peach and iPad. Now that's using the Mac software. And that's going in from a different way. Now, Jess, you have a Mac that you used to do, right?
Yeah.
So how did you do that one?
It was fine. StreamYard was fine with it.
Okay.
StreamYard is cloud-based. It has nothing to really do with your PC, your phone, your laptop, your tablet. Anything that has a camera on it, you can use StreamYard. Now, the quality of your camera is going to depict your image on here. A lot of built-in cameras inside laptops, unless you have a MacBook Pro, which is like a $1,500, $2,000 laptop, then you might get better output out of it. But who wants to spend that kind of money?
Right. Yeah, and if you go back to any of my older live streams, you can tell my Apple Mac was from 2009, so the camera on there was not very good at all.
She was grainy. Mm-hmm. All right, so is Ghost and Emily still in here? Did they take off?
You're probably, what is Gray doing with his phone? I'm out of here. Ghost is not in here.
Okay.
Emily is not in here.
All right. Well, we're gonna go, and there's another one.
I'm going to show you guys something real quick. This might help because you can get, if you're worried about lighting and stuff, you can also use a webcam like this. I used it when I first started streaming. Let me see if it'll zoom up on there. This here is a light that turns on and off, like a ring light around this webcam. And
Ghost is still in here. Emily's still here.
So I don't understand why so there's issues going on because someone said you have to refresh to see the likes and stuff. So something is weird. And why can't, let me see, because I'm trying to type @Ghost. His name is not up. There we go. And @Emily. See, now they're pulling up.
All right, so we're going to go to the next one. Now, the next one is going to be Melon. Now, Melon is a paid base. Where is Melon? Okay, I'm going to go to this one here.
Heritage, depending on the age of the laptop. If you have an older laptop, that webcam might only be doing 360p, which is going to look like the quality is going to look really bad. If you don't know what 360p is, if you here, no, we can't show it. I was going to say, if you go to YouTube and look at the little icon, it'll tell you different resolutions. So the lower the resolution, the worse the image is going to be, more grainy, more pixelated. Agreed, Harvey.
So this is Melon, and this one has a very touchy green screen background. Lights have to be perfect. This is 1080, and it's half the cost of StreamYard. I think if I remember right, it was like $15. There's still a lot of bugs in this software. One of the things I don't like is that when you pull up a message or something, like if we go over here and I go to the comments and I want to tag Harvey's comment, I can put that in there, and just because the way we're set up now, I'm kind of black and gray, but I'm not. So I can do that pretty simple. You can do that also here, but what happens is the person that's in the corner, which is right here where my mic is, gets blocked out. So that was one thing that I didn't like, but it does have a lot of benefits. The one thing that I want to talk about is for those people that have a very slow bit rate or they bad internet, because how this works is your upload speed to YouTube or whatever server that you're using, it has to be above 10 megabytes per second to do a high definition live stream. So like with me, I'm using satellites, so I know that I have 20 up and 20 down coming into me when I live stream. But what's nice about Melon is you're just signing into their server, and then you're using their bit rate and everything else. That's the nice thing about it. There is some bugs in here yet that they need to work out, and I'm hoping that they will do that, because it's an exact copy of StreamYard, but it's just with Streamlabs OBS. This one here, you have the same thing. Is I can go in here, I can click on camera. Like right now, I'm doing this, and I'm at 720 for my resolution. I can also crank this one up to 1080. Now your mic is the same way. You can click down here and you can test your mics and do all that stuff. I hope I'm not backfeeding to anybody. Better kill that. Your echo cancellation is there. Your automatic adjust volume is right here, so you can turn up and down your volume. So if you're quiet and stuff like that, you can do the same thing over here. You can share screen like I'm doing now. That's there. Edit screen. When you do the edit, there's a lot of different tools back here. You have your background. So as you can see, there's a ton of backgrounds that you can get on here. And like I said, guys, this right now is, if I remember right, is $15 a month versus the $25 for StreamYard. So you can get whatever background you want in here. And then if you want to do here's your stream widgets. So I can put an alert box up here. I can do donations. I can turn on the donations. So the donation box is up here. So when somebody says something, it's going to pop up there. And you can load more widgets. The other issue that I had with this software right now was the fact that it seems to have an issue connecting when you set up a stream. Like before I go to work, I'd set up a stream, come home, and when I try to fire it up, it wasn't connecting right away, and it was irritating. So that was the only other thing, but you would schedule through here. I heard they have taken care of that problem now, so I'm not too worried about it. But as you see here, I have same thing on the other one here. I have Rolling Homestead. I have my Facebook, and all these accounts are still in here. You can load it in this platform. You can live stream from up to 4 different places at once. So this is Melon. You guys have any questions, or you want to see anything else with Melon?
Yeah, if you guys want to feed us questions, one of us should have an answer for you. Like I've been talking.
Huh?
Sorry, no, I was gonna say I've been talking to Heritage Heart Homestead while you were talking as well. Silence.
I'll let everybody. Hey, Jeep girl. I'm sorry if I missed you coming there. Sounds good here, Mark. Okay. When you start playing with different things and doing double cameras, your software doesn't usually like that. I have the software gremlins with me today. Yes, Harvey Ice. And that's the thing, guys. With Melon, you're paying $15 a month and you can stream in 1080. With StreamYard, you're going to be paying $50 a month to get the 1080 option.
Northwoods would like to know if you've tried Streamlabs.
I have Streamlabs. Yes, I do. I have Streamlabs OBS, and I am working because right now the standard OBS Studio has came out with OBS 27. It's still in beta form right now, and I've been working with that because it's the old school kind of things, but they have really cranked it up this time for live streaming. There's a lot more options in that one, and I can show that one too, and I can show my my Streamlabs.
Now, the difference between this is a key point. If you're going to use OBS or Streamlabs, you have to have a solid PC, a computer, laptop. You have to have something that can power that, because then it's based on your PC versus the cloud or the internet.
Yep, you got to have one. You gotta have a gaming computer on crack to do what you're about to see.
Yeah.
Cooking on the Farm wants to know what's the best thing to use to help create thumbnails. I personally use Canva and love it. What about you guys?
I use a variety of things depending on Canva. So ironically enough, I use Canva for my emojis that I made for my members only, because you can use specific sizes and it'll resize it for you perfectly. But I have a paid service that I use because I think I was talking to you, Mark, about it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's called no, it's not Pexels, is it? Placeit.
Placeit.
It's a paid service because YouTube thumbnails have to be in a certain file size and a certain dimension, and it does everything for me, so I don't have to guess in regards to that. But Canva's free, right? Most of the time,
Yeah.
It is to a certain point. Like what we were doing when I was copying what you were making the other night, that's through the paid version. So there's a lot more things that you can do. Like you take out backgrounds and you can do all kinds of different stuff with the paid version of Canva. So for those. Here, we'll do this one quick. For those guys that were talking about Streamlabs OBS, Gray was talking, and this is going to, hey, Jeff, good to see you. I don't know if I missed you or not. So here's this is Streamlabs OBS. There is a lot of stuff in here, and this is going to be a lot more of a streaming software. You have different screens here. You have your duals. So this is what you're working on. This is like an actual TV broadcast kind of thing. This is a screen you're working on, so I can put in my starting soon. And when I transfer it over, this is what would be going out on this side to YouTube. I have my camera sitting on my desk here, I guess. That's what that is. And there this is. So a lot of different things you can do with this one. So we can go, and I know I have my dancing dude guy, so we can bring in the dancing guy here. Where's he at? So here's my dancing guy. Like I said, there is a lot more that you can do with this. You have all of these different things that you're allowed to have in here, but this is a lot more intense setup. And this would probably, if you guys do want to do a OBS, we can do an OBS setup, but that's going to be for a later date because there's going to be a lot more in depth on this one.
Emily has a question for you.
Emily, explain what you said about Melon helps you with lagging internet or such. Yes, Emily. So Melon is, like I said before, when you sign into Melon, you are actually going through their database, their stuff. So it does not put a lag on your computer. So if you have a weak internet, Melon is going to be a better outlet than, because with StreamYard, you're still pulling your upload speeds. You had to think for a second.
Now, I wanted to add one thing because Cooking on the Farm's asking me about thumbnails still. And I put the Canva link in there. If you need pictures for your thing, you can get some through Canva, but also another place that you can utilize it is called Pixabay. Tons and tons and tons of images that you can use free, not copyrighted material.
So this is what Gray's talking about. This is Canva. And so right here, if you want to look in here, we can go right away over and we can find a bunch of different stuff here. Here's a YouTube icon. And you keep going over here and it should be, all right, I'm going to do it easier. Social media, TikTok, here's YouTube thumbnail. So this is the dimension that Gray was talking about before. You see it's at 1280 by 720 for the thumbnail. So you click on this. And guys, this is a free software. You can get the free version to this. And now you can drag whatever you want in here for a thumbnail. So I'm going to go to some of the uploads that I have that I've already made. So boom, let's pull this one here, Late Night with Rolling Homestead. So now this is a thumbnail you guys saw tonight. So now I have a guest come on and here's Gray. So I'm going to, oops, don't do that. So here's your main thing. Up here, there's a padlock. So this is called layering. Click that. Now this one won't move. So now I want to put Gray in here. So now I can put Gray's icon in here, right, like so. And if I want to put a YouTube icon in here, I can do that. And this white box is irritating me. So I'm going to come over here to effects and I'm going to remove that background. And now I just have the little play button. And I hit apply, that's there. So I go to uploads and now what else I want to throw in here? We're going to go throw in Rolling Homestead Live so I can put that in here. I'm going to shrink this down. And then when you're done, you just come over here and you download it. You set it to the destination that you want and you have that. So this is Canva.
And earlier in the chat, Jeff was asking, how do you put people's names when you bring them on so watchers know who is on the screen with you?
That would be in StreamYard. Okay, so I don't have my third set up yet. But like when me and Gray were on the other night, there's called in your brands. If I go like this right now and I come down here and I show names, now you see their names right there. You can take and you can move and you can put Gray on the top, me on the bottom. You can take Jess on the bottom, me over here. You can flip this however you want to. That's all done in Streamlabs. Pretty simple. So if you got two people that are fighting on your panel and you want to get them away from each other, you just move them over here like so.
Let me see here. I might be able to do this myself since I have the paid version. Where is it at? If you guys, it's up to you guys. If you guys want to do something like place it, I have my screen up. If you want me to share it, Mark, it's up to you guys. If you want me to go into that,
yeah, go ahead. Go. That's what tonight is all about. So.
So this is a site here that I. Let me move my mouse to the right screen. This is the site right here that I use. And if I can go here and you can save stuff. Let me see. Whoops. Come on. Let me just look at the right screen. That would help, huh? Here and you can save stuff. Let me see. That's weird.
What?
I heard my voice. If you notice, these are the thumbnails I use. and I save them so that I can load them. It makes it easier once you make a thumbnail and you want to reuse the same platform, because YouTube likes consistency. So I try to stay consistent with my live streams. I try to stay consistent with certain stuff. Now, to see where I got this, up here in the top, you'll see me type YouTube. Now, like I said, this is a paid service versus Canva, which is mostly free, but you can pay for Canva as well. And it's depending on what I want. If I want to hit YouTube thumbnail, it gives you all these different templates. All right. So let's say I like, let me find something easy. I'll just click on this chick here. I'm going to go into it. It's going to load up, and this is web-based. You don't really know anything. Let's say I don't want that. I don't want this chick here, right? I want to use my own image. Actually, I want to get rid of this. Let me move this down here. Because see, I don't know if you guys can see these black dots right here. See these black dots right here? I don't like that, so I'm going to remove those black dots because I don't need them. And then you can choose images. It has a bunch of images you can choose. But I usually upload my own image, let's say from Pixabay. I can use, let's say, I want to use this drone today. And it'll let you resize it so you know it's going to fit to wherever you want it to fit. You can play around with that, stuff like that. It'll automatically change that to the picture that I had in there. And then this stuff here, you can move around too. I'm going to take the words off for now. I like to line things up so it looks cleaner. And you see how that has a plus sign? That means I got it dead center. So you can align your lettering so it's dead center. Now over here is where you want to change. I could put, you can put whatever you want in there. If you don't like the colors, you can pick all these different colors. If you want to change it to red or whatever color that you want to do. And then if you don't like the way this color is either, you can change that as well by picking a color as well. So you can do stuff with that. And let's say you want to add a logo. You just go to your logos. It's going to find a destination. I'm going to go to my Gray Man logos and pick this one here. It's going to ask you to crop it depending on how big or how small you want it. You could also resize when you're in there. It automatically makes it so it's see-through, and you can kind of align wherever you want this logo to be. And if you want the logo bigger, you can stretch back and forth. It's already see-through. But wherever you want that logo to be, you can add that as well. So like I said, there's several options that you can do. Hopefully that might give you some options or ideas. But like I said, when you go here and type in YouTube, and you look for the thumbnails, it has 476 different templates that you can use, something that works for you, whatever you like. Some of them are free. If you can see where it says free, you can use those for free. Let's say you're trying to do a YouTube and like an intro. Let me see here, YouTube intro. Actually, I'm just going to go to intro.
So this is going to be really good for if you're not tech savvy. This thing already sets it up pretty much for you, so you don't have to worry about building one.
Right. Because you can do so much with this. I'm trying to think where make it easier for everybody to see. I don't even want to. I'm just going to do intro. Because I'm in designs right now. That's why I didn't pull up the right information. YouTube intro. So let's say I'm going to pick this one because it's easy real quick. We're going to open that up.
Yeah, Freaky has built-in templates for you. So what he's going to show you here, you can just add layers to it.
All right. See how it says logo there? You could also change the backgrounds here. You could upload your own image in the background. Let's say you want this one instead. But you can put your own as well. And then let's say you want to upload your own logo to it. I'm gonna replace the logo that's on there. Back to Gray Man. Open. I just try to get it. I try to fill the box with as much as the logo that I can, so it gives me more to work with. And you can see it's doing its thing. This is all internet based too, so it's not on your computer. Now, of course, here you have, if you want to change what there, it has a bunch of different fonts that you can use. If I want to type in prepper channel, I'm gonna go. I don't want that guy in my preview, so I'm gonna get rid of him. But once you learn this, it'll be easy to use. And then, okay, so let's say you're happy with what you want. You have your things here. Now it also has music that's YouTube friendly. You probably won't be able to hear this, but I don't like that music, so I would go here, and it gives you a bunch of music that you can play with. Let's say I wanted to use that instead. I can click that. It's going to switch the music up, and then if I want to preview it before I download it, it'll process the slide. And this is, like I said, this is easier to learn than you think. It doesn't take an editing software or anything like that. It's all done online. That's why I paid for it, because it makes it faster. I can edit and create these myself, but it would take me an hour or so versus just a couple of minutes, as you see me here doing it, live, on a screen, which just takes a couple of minutes. And we'll let that process real quick. And then I can show you it'll show you a finished product of what we did, just with these quick edits on the program. Now this one here, I can't see chat, so if anybody's asking questions, I do not know what's going on there.
So Emily, which is asking, what would you use to make a logo? Who are you asking, Emily? Because we do use different ones. He uses this one, and I use Cambia, and we duplicated the same thing. I was able to do exactly what Gray was doing with Cambia. So it just, which ones you feel more better with and which you are more comfortable with is the one that you'd go with.
So hopefully that will show you some stuff. Like I said, you can change a bunch of stuff, man. You can, if you don't like all the different design, you have all these different things that you can choose from. And then once, you can always proof your stuff before you get it. Before you download, you can proof it and listen to how it looks, listen to how it sounds. It'll tell you how long it is, if you want to do an intro for a video or use it for intros for other stuff. But there's a lot you could do with this. And like I said, I pay the $15 a month. For some folks, they can't afford that. But if you can, it's just going to, without having to go out and buy some sort of editing software and stuff like that for intros or pay someone to do it or whatnot. I'll finish this up real quick, and then we'll get out of this and move forward past this here. And I'll and that's going to play it and show me what I did. I changed some stuff around, and you can use your own music too. You can take it into editing software and use your own music. But I don't know. You see how quick that was? I don't know if that's makes sense for you guys, but hopefully it made some sense. Let me bring my mouse back to the screen.
So now he did it on that one. I'll go and I'll show you the one in Cambia that you can do the same exact thing. So like I said, it's all in what you guys are comfortable with. So Jess, I'm not going to be able to see the chat.
Yep.
So this one here, we're going to start out with a new. So we got this. And just like Gray said, you have umpteen different ones. So we're going to do this nature here. This is free. And now I'm going to put an upload in here, and I'm going to throw. You got some guys skiing around up there. So I'm going to throw this in there. And like I said before, I don't like the background, so I'm going to remove it. Oh, forgot to lock my. So lock it. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to add this one in. I'm going to hit my effects, take my picture out of there. So now I'm going to go, and I can go like this, shrink me down, looks there. So I can apply it. And I can add that to a page. So now you can see that people are moving down below here, and you have the clouds moving, and you can add multiple layers to this too as you save. So if I want to add another video and I want to walk through the woods, I can do that.
Hey, Bushcraft family, thanks for coming in.
So you can do the exact same concepts you want. You want to put a style in there. I can change the colors. I can add audio to it. So I want to make a single noise here.
Now, is that on the paid version, Mark?
Yeah.
And the paid version is $12.99 a month.
Okay, so very close to what I pay for.
Yep. And you can animate this. So if I want to, I can change it. Let's go to photo zoom. So we're going to zoom out. So excuse me. So you can design pretty much whatever you want to do here. You can put in your own videos, your style, your text, your elements. If you want to go down more, you can go down here, and you can search for YouTube, all different kinds of different stuff that you can add to this.
Heritage Heart Homestead is asking if the free version does all that.
The free version, I think it does allow you to do videos, but it's going to be just certain ones. You're not going to have the full one, or to pick from the hundreds of stuff they got here. So
yeah, there's limited videos you can choose from. Some will say pro, and then some will say free. That's how you'll know.
So the other thing that was talked about is Pixabay. Gray and myself, we have used Pixabay.
Pixabay is free.
Yes, and it's one of those things where you're not going to get cut. So if you're looking for something in a video style here, we were looking the other day, and we're going to go look at Gray's come on.
While you're pulling that up, Heritage Heart Homestead says she can't afford that stuff, and I can't either. So I have all the free versions of everything as well. The only thing that I pay for right now is Canva or Canvia. And that was only recently. I've always used the free version of everything, and you can still do quite a bit on the free version. So don't let that intimidate you.
And like this here, guys, this is totally free. So you can go look on here. So if you want some water, you have some water, your downloads here. This is full 4K, and it's a free download. So what's nice about Pixabay, if you want more things that you can't get on here, there's a spot in here that it'll ask you if you would like to download some of your video footage or some of your photos, and then they'll turn it over so you have the full free version or the full version of it. So you're not paying it with money, you're paying it with your photography.
Cooking on the Farm asked, removing the background can be done for free. No, that is one feature you can't do for free.
So there's the thumbnails. We went through thumbnails. We went through some of the software for streaming. Now I'm going to talk about the editing side of things. There's a ton of different stuff out there that you can use for editing, from drop and play to full-blown editing, blow your mind kind of thing to do. You can go from I think what are some of the top-notch ones that are out there? They have Adobe Premiere. They have a lot of different ones that are top notch.
Final Cut Pro. I mean,
Final Cut Pro, yeah. So this right here is oops, I gotta share. This one here, guys, is pretty intense. We're gonna go to the intense side and then go to the basic. This is DaVinci Resolve. This is a free software, and this is a very strong software. You can download it here. Here's the website for it, and what it looks like when you load it up is right here. So I want a new project name. We're going to put in test. And here is your playhead is right here, and all your other stuff is down here. So you drop your media files in. So if I come in here, what happened to my stuff here? Come on. So let's do this one here. I'm going to drop this one in here. All right. So here's this one here, and I want to play this. So if you want to go back and forth, you want to work on something, you can do that. Now, if I want to change, I was showing, we found this out last night. If I want to actually change some of the, see, I forgot on how to do all this stuff now. All right, so here's your crop. Here is your zoom. But there's this wonderful thing right here. So I highlight this and watch what the picture does. It's already auto-colored. All right. So this will automatically brighten your picture. So as you can see, the kid's shirt turned nice and red. So if you have a camera that is on the lower end and you want to correct your color, you can do that. But this thing has a ton of stuff in here. This one, it would take me audio-wise. I can actually go in here, turn the equalizer on, and now I can play with different tones. And by doing this, so now you got to see the relatives. There is a ton of stuff in DaVinci. Like I said, I'm just starting to learn how to use everything on here. And it is a very powerful resource that is free. There's a ton of videos on YouTube right now that can show you directly how to use DaVinci. But that is an option.
With free software like that, what I tell folks is it doesn't hurt to download it and play with it and practice with it, and then watch some YouTube videos, because there's folks out there that do specifically. They'll talk about how to import videos. They'll talk about how to splice videos, how to edit videos, how to slow and speed things up, how to add audio, how to change pitches, and it'll dive into all that stuff like that. And you can take your time. It's like, going to school on YouTube. That's how, me personally, the software that I use myself, because by trade I was, I have my own photography business, so I edited lots of photos. But when I got into YouTube, I had never edited videos, so I downloaded a software. I played with it, started watching some YouTube videos on it, and slowly became better and better and better. And I'm still learning. I learn stuff all the time. So I don't want to think that I'm a pro by any means, but the more you use it, the better you'll get at it.
So here you go, guys. This is Filmora. This is the software that I use. So this is one that I finished last night. If you guys haven't seen the Rooster Attack, go and check it out. It's the latest and greatest. This one is more of a user-friendly software. This has a lot of different things that you can do with this software. And here on the playhead, you see all the different cuts, see all the different photos, everything like that. And when you play this one, I'm going to show you guys how you can teach your bird. So it's the same exact thing that you guys will actually see in the main video. There is here's all of your titles, so you can go into like the big screens. You can get your epic solar flares, so you get all of this stuff. This is where I usually make my intros at, is through this stuff. And these are all downloadable, but this is also Filmora 9 is a paid, you pay for this one. It's a one-time fee that you pay for it. It's for a lifetime, and then you have it. So you're not paying any extra stuff for it. And this is your transitions. So if you want to, so this would be considered a transition. You come up here, and as you see, I'll stop the head right here, and I come into it, and there's a fade out transition coming into the other one. You can do any kind of drop you want. So if I want to do this one here, and this is going to be a block transition, I come into here, play this one, it's a block. So like I said, this is a lot more user friendly because it's just, you just grab which one you want, pull it down, and drop it in there.
No,
What?
No, go ahead. I'll add it when you're done.
One thing about DaVinci is there's some with the rendering software, there is a learning curve where this one is set up. It's pretty straightforward. It's drop and play. The DaVinci is a lot more intense, like I said, and a lot more learning. And I'm just saying that now because I've only used it once for a couple hours, and that was it. I've had this one for a couple years now, so I know this one by the back of my hand.
What I wanted to add is if you guys are going to, let's say, download one of these softwares and you want to play with it, but you need to put content up now, for some of you folks that want to use whatever, like super free and cut and paste, some of you guys that have Apple or MacBooks, you can use the iMovie, or if you have Windows, you can use Movie Maker. They're built into your PC. That's what when I first started, I started playing around with that because it was just super, super easy, and it's just kind of directs you. But once you start get going and you learn some of this other software, your production value will go up.
Yeah.
So,
and Heritage Heart Homestead asks, can you remove and replace audio? Yes, you can.
Yep. So I bring that back up here.
I agree. Vegas Pro is another learning curve, all that stuff.
So right here is my audio files. So this is right here is a padlock. I can shut this one down, and I can bring this one in. These audios are soundtracks are free with Filmora, and they are YouTube friendly. So you can do that, or if I want to load my own, and let's say I want to put some, I want to put a little bit of thunder in here, and I'm going to make that volume crack a little bit. Oh, I don't like that one. So you just click on it, you left click on it, right click on it, delete, it's gone. So Heritage Heart, I hope that answered your question. Freaky, you yeah, somebody's voice box. So you saw the free version, and with DaVinci is very powerful. Like there's a ton of videos out there you can watch. Then you can get into the paid stuff, and there's a ton of videos out there for Filmora 9 also. So you can learn pretty quickly, and the best way to do that is pull Filmora up and if you don't have a dual screens, you can have one on one side, one on the other. And if you don't, then you just shrink it, bring it back up, shrink it, bring it back up. It's not a huge issue. But then I did most of mine off of watching videos and learning how to edit. Most of the time, that's what I'm watching all the time, is how to improve my editing skills and stuff like that.
Little side note, because I see you guys are talking about audio and stuff like that in chat. Do you guys remember the movie things that, the little clapper things, the movie things? I don't know if you guys remember that stuff in chat, but the reason they do that is because of audio. It's like I don't do it on camera. I edit that out, but when I go to record something, I clap and it puts a thing where I can, if I need to adjust my audio for some reason, if the video and audio is, off, you clap. I know it's probably loud as hell, but but you clap and it's going to set that point so you know where that audio starts and you can kind of adjust it, if that makes any sense to you folks out there in YouTube land.
And actually, I have one right here, that exact thing. If I remember which piece is in there, I clap in there. And that's exactly the reason, so that I can match that up. Mm-hmm. Now, DaVinci, from my understanding, and like I know that you also can do it with Cyber, or not that one that you have.
Power Director.
Power Director. They actually have a thing in there where you can actually match your audio with your video by clicking on a few buttons, and it matches it for you. So some of the different software is going to have that ability. Dwayne, good to see you. Bushcraft family. I understood. Okay, well, we helped you out.
Probably about the clapping thing. Okay. I'm thinking that's what they're talking about.
And then you have your other stuff. So there's some very simple ones. YouTube also has an editing software on it that you can actually load up and use YouTube to have do their stuff. So that's there too.
Yeah, I played around with YouTube's thing. It's very limiting, but if you need to just use something to get by, like I said, don't let all the editing and all the tech, stifle you from producing content.
Oh. So you guys all good with that?
Because you can watch these channels that have 500,000 subs, and they all started where you guys started at. They started with just 100 subs or 50 subs or whatever that they may had, and they started. You go watch some of their original videos if they haven't hidden them, because some people are embarrassed of their OG videos.
I still know some channels that are over 400,000 subscribers that still use this.
Pwn is a very powerful tool, and you can get a lot more free editing software on your phone as well, but that would be for a different discussion.
So now, cameras. Cameras can go from extremely well, like Gray's got that super massive. I just have this. I think this is a 12 megapixel camera on here, back and front, or whatever it is for the Samsung phone. And Gray's got that big fancy thing over there, that huge one. So your cell phones are come a long way with cameras. They have very good camera. My first camera that I had this is from Midland, and this was their very first GoPro. Okay. That was my very first camera that I started my YouTube channel with. Obviously, from there, it has gone up drastically, but as long as if you guys have a cell phone, you guys can do that. Gray is, if you want to talk about your GoPro, I'm gonna go get some water.
Okay. GoPros are great, but they're extremely, extremely overpriced. So I bought, and you have to disregard what's on there now. The camera itself, let me see. I don't want to knock my mic over. So the camera itself, this is just the camera. This is an add-on, and this is an add-on, but the camera itself is very small. And it's very comparable to the GoPro Hero 8, except instead of paying $700 or $800 for this whole setup, you pay like $300 or $400. So it's half the cost, but the same quality. What you're seeing on there is just a mic and all that jazz on there. But like I said, even the GoPro Hero 8, I don't even think has the front screen here. I think the 9 does. But if you look at the research behind this camera, this is the DJI Osmo action camera. It has better reviews than the GoPro does. It does 4K. It does all that jazz. You can do 1080. You can do a lot of stuff with it. I can make a whole video of how using this camera. Now you can use the audio that's in here, but I use this to get better audio out of it. And sometimes you'll see me with this weird thing on here like that, because it's just to get rid of the wind on there.
Right. Jeff is asking what phone was that you held up?
Oh, Jeff, that is the Samsung Ultra 21. The Ultra 21. It's a beast. Remember when I smashed my phone, Jeff? That was the Note 20, I think, or Note 10. That was the Note 10 Plus, and I upgraded to that because I was like, why not, right? But like I said, this recording on this is cool. This is fun, but this is so much more easier, and then it's so much easier to throw in my pack. Because the phone will do some weird stuff sometimes. You can get away with it, but out in the woods, it's a lot harder because of the way it focuses and stuff like that. But like I said, this is cheaper than a phone. You figure a phone is going to run you. If you do a payment plan or something like that, these phones can run anywhere from $800 to $1,500. Like I said, so far I have invested in this whole setup. I think I have about $450 or $500 into this little setup here. I think this was like $30. This was like $55, and the camera was $200. So maybe less, $280. So about $350. Maybe that's what I have wrapped up into this right now. And the reason I chose this is because it has you can use it as a selfie cam kind of thing. You know what I mean, and get distance shots on. I don't know if you can see that on camera like that, but it also turns into a tripod. So when I want to put it somewhere and set it, I can use it as a tripod and set it down, like that.
Great. Emily's asking you, she has the S21. Does that have, or she has no clue what the camera is on it?
The S21, is that the same camera? So you have the same phone as I have, which is the S21 Ultra? I have the same, I have the S20 camera such. I have the S21. Just got it. Didn't have a clue what the camera was on. Yeah, the S21, like I said, there's a lot of cameras on there. They have wide angle. They all do different things. The best camera on there is 108 megapixels, if anybody knows what megapixels are. Technically, you can record an 8K on that phone, but I don't suggest it. It takes up a lot of space. YouTube is happy with 1080p. If you think the majority of people that watch YouTube, like a lot of you guys right now, other than Jeff, who's probably watching it on TV, a lot of you folks are watching YouTube on your phone. So you have a screen this big. So it doesn't matter about 4K at that point. For 4K, it matters when people watch it on these larger screens. But most people, like I think 80% of my subscribers watch my content on their phone. So I scale everything down. I record in 4K and then scale it down to 1080p. So the quality, the compression of the quality looks really good. Did I answer? Let me see. Depends on the phone. Nice. 108. That's awesome. Yeah, I know Heritage Homestead. It's intense. Samsung has outdid themselves. It's extremely crazy. Your poor computer trying to render. Yeah, agree, Cookie on the Farm. Imagine trying to upload 4K video to YouTube is a monster in itself. So if you do 8K, you'll probably be there for 3 days waiting for that thing to upload.
I do all my stuff in 4K, but I had a computer that's been built to do what I want to do, and it still takes a lot. Southern Florida, yes, we have open carry in our state.
Florida is working on a bill for open carry or constitutional carry. People seem to like to conceal their firearms here in Florida versus actually having them on their hip because they want to catch you by surprise kind of thing.
So the other one, so now you got the GoPros. Me and Gray both have the DSLRs. These are more, I don't ever run mine on auto. I don't know about you, Gray, but I run mine manual. There's so many things you can do with those. Canon, you can get the DSLR Rebel for Canon, which is going to be your base start, and I think they come with the what do you call that? It's an 18 by 2024 lens on that one for the starter bundle gray.
Depends. The can that I got, because you can choose the starter lens. This one is a 18 to 135 lens. This one here. This came with it. You can do a lot with this lens, believe it or not. But to get deep into photography, I would have to talk to you about f-stops and ISOs and that kind of stuff like that. Shutter speeds.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mine's 18 by 55.
18. You see, that's a common one. 18 by 55.
Yeah.
I chose the 18 by 135 because they had a special on it, and if I wanted to take a picture of a bird way up in a tree or something. Yeah, I saw that South Florida. I was talking about that. I saw that earlier. That Texas passed that.
So with the Canons, guys.
Good night cooking on the farm.
Take care, cooking on the farm. So with the Canons, your money is in your lenses, is where the cost comes. So this one here is a 75 by 300. Gray's got that super bazooka on there. Yeah, look at that thing. So, and then you got everybody that has a Canon's got a handy dandy 50. So he's got,
yeah.
Yep. These are another nice lens.
Yeah.
And then usually you got your bigs, you got your wide angle lenses.
Yeah.
So for YouTubing, that's going to cover just about all your bases. On this one here, I do have this is a 24 millimeter. This is a 1.2.8 with the STM. These are very nice lenses for if you're want to getting them close shots and you want to be right in somewhere. That's a really good lens to have on here. So the DSLRs are going to open a whole nother broadcast of things you can do for YouTube, but you can stick some jing into these. So you got to be careful with these. Jess, you got your camera handy?
Yeah, I've got my camera.
See, I can't really show my camera because I'm using my camera, but I can use my phone so that you can see my camera there. Trying to show my camera. There we go. Here we go. That's my camera that I'm using to film this here.
Here's mine.
So Jess has it's Canon's camcorder, and that is pretty much direct forward, and I think it has a 300 millimeter zoom on it. What does it say on there?
40 times optical zoom.
So 40 times.
Emily, being a photographer is the only reason why I have so many lenses. I've been a photographer quite some time, so that's why I have the lenses. That big lens costs more than my camera.
Yeah.
But like I said, I do weddings, photography, baby photography, family photography, holidays and stuff like that. So I have to have expensive gear, but that pays for itself by doing the photography work.
Like I said, for YouTubing, you can get away with a wide angle. You can get away with the 24 millimeter. The handy 55 is a good one. So it just depends on what you, and one of the biggest things, guys, that I can tell you about YouTube is a deep hole. So whatever your budget allows, that's what you need to get and start out with. I've been doing this a long time, and like I said, I showed you what I started out with, and as I grew, I just upgraded my stuff as I went along. So you don't want to do the thing, and I've heard people and other YouTubers that drop 10 grand into a setup, and 6 months down the road they didn't want to do it anymore. So do with what is allowed.
Yeah, if you're just playing with YouTube, go the more affordable route. But if you're, let's say, if you start to grow and you know that you're going to stick with YouTube, then I would suggest start to invest in because as your production value grows, you're going to get more exposure. And I know it sounds weird, but I've talked to a lot of the big guys, that I've had conversations with, the larger channels, and they say as they slowly up their production value, their channel kept on growing and growing and growing. Because people take them, this is going to sound weird, but people take them more seriously for some reason. If it looks like it's like a movie, almost like the production is like a movie or whatnot. So, let's say you folks don't look at it that way, but there's a lot of other folks that may look at it that way. And that's why, let's say we'll use one of the largest channels that I know is like City Prepping, who has like 500,000 subscribers. But if you look at his production value, you know what I mean? It shows that, that's where he's gone from where he started and where he's at now.
And actually, the one that Jess has is a really nice camera. If you're just going to want to shoot and play, that's a very good camera to do that with. It is waterproof. And so that's a nice one if you're going to be out in the woods or walking around and you drop your camera. I wouldn't want to do that with one of my Canons. But that one there is specifically designed. It's waterproof. And I think they're actually dunking that one underwater in the reviews I saw. Mm-hmm. So, and then there's other things you do. You got your tripods. I have a Scorpion. So this is my rig that I use for my camera. It just allows me to do more things with it. So you can actually, like Gray showed you that little, the little mic for the Rogue. This is the big one.
He has the bigger version, like that thing there.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can do. Biggest things I can tell you guys is quality of video is number one in audio. If you can't see and you can't hear, they're not going to stick around. But your rendering software can take care of a lot of mistakes that's in there. Shaky cameras, a lot of that stuff, there's stabilization into the software, which will allow you to get rid of some of that. So,
Emily, since you have that phone, if you go watch my gator encounter video that I did a while back, my whole gator video, I did all that on that phone, just so you can kind of, if you want to get an idea what you can use that phone for. I forget the video. It's Florida encounter with gators or something like that I did a video like 3 or 4 weeks ago. But I shot it all on that phone.
Hey, Mark and Gray Man, I'm going to have to hop off here.
Yeah, we've been almost on for hour and a half.
Hour and a half, yeah. It's probably it's 1 o'clock my time.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we are going to be doing some more of this stuff. If you guys have any more questions about software, editing cameras, all that kind of stuff, streaming stuff, don't be afraid. We all have our email addresses in our description on our YouTube channel. You can get a hold of anybody and ask questions. So I hope this, guys, it helped you guys out. Take care, Jess.
All right. Bye. Have a good night, you guys.
Bye. So I hope, guys, that this helped you guys out. If you guys have any questions that you want to, Gray runner. Hey, you're rolling Homestead now.
Yes. Thanks, Harvey. But the reason I mentioned that video is if people who have a phone like that or similar, you can produce content with it. A lot of folks liked it. Everything on there was done with that phone. Mm-hmm. All the footage. Good night, Bushcraft.
I hope that we helped you out or got some kind of answers out of what you guys are looking for. And I hope you guys can have fun with it and you can get into your live streaming and you can get into your rendering of videos and making videos out there. And I hope that just have a blast, have fun with it, because as soon as it's not fun anymore, then it becomes a job.
Since you guys held out to the last, me and Mark have something planned for Tuesday mornings. I think we're talking.
Yep.
But we're gonna be streaming. Have we decided if we're going to my channel or yours because you have the software? I can't remember exactly.
We haven't built it yet, but I'm gonna try to build it. So we'll see. We got the software set up on this side already.
So keep an eye out in our community tabs and our social media. Me and Mark are going to be doing a morning show on Tuesdays. What's the name? Do we settle on? We settle on a name yet, Mark?
I think we're gonna do Wake Up with Rolling and Gray.
So that'll be cool. You can have your coffee and hang out with us on Tuesday mornings.
Yep, and we'll be talking in that, wild edibles. We'll be talking about tech stuff there. Some of the same stuff that we do in the late night, but we're going to try it in the morning, see how that works.
Emily had a question for you.
Okay, how much can I do as a manager? I'm set up like Jess is. That would be a good topic. All right, we can do that too, Emily. I don't know if you guys have noticed as a creator or in your channel, you have a manager. You can actually assign someone that you trust to manage your channel for you. So there are things that you can do, like update a live stream that has gone south. So if I was on Gray's manager and Gray calls me up, I'm at work or I can't get to anything, can you go on my channel and I won't be able to go live today. Can you go fix that? I can go in his channel and do that. At this point right now, there is time.
What time on Tuesdays?
10 o'clock Central Time, and that will be 11 o'clock your time.
Yeah, 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So there are some things that you can do, and it just depends, Emily, how he set it up. If you give the green light, you can go all the way up to where they're like an owner and they can shut your account down. They can delete videos. They can do all kinds of stuff, or they can help you along with answering questions on the chats to comments and stuff like that. It's how he has it set up. So
yeah, as you grow, like right now, I try to answer every single comment myself. I try to make it more personal. If I ever do grow so big to the point, I would probably have my wife, because I trust her as my manager, to help me do the comments, because I still want to answer and show love to you subscribers.
Mm-hmm. I'm a manager and I can do that in YouTube Studio. Absolutely, Emily. Anything that you can do on your normal channel, and like I said, it all depends on what he did and what kind of stuff he gave you, because there's a description in there of different things that you can allow. All right, guys. So, got anything else, Gray?
I think that's about it. I mean, I'll be streaming tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Late Night with Gray. And I will be announcing the April Super Chat of the Month giveaway. I'll be drawing that one. And I guess I might be finishing up my 5K giveaway from a couple weeks ago as well. So I might be doing a double winner thing tomorrow. So if you guys care to watch, I'll be there. And like I said, Thursdays are kind of fun.
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of information that goes out there, and I try to get on with him after I get done with work, so then we can talk about whatever. And there's a lot of stuff going on right now. He's got a lot of emails for me this morning or this afternoon, so he's got to read through.
Yeah, and like I said, Ghost is in chat. Ghost has been on with me. We had a good chat. Everybody's pretty much welcome. It's more of an open forum. I'll do my spiel for the first little bit, and then I'll open up to some folks to join up there with me. And sometimes we have surprise guests. I've had Mark on there. I've had Jason from Angry Prepper, Alaska Prepper. I've had from small guys to big guys. Everybody it's like I said, it's an open platform, open topic. It's just a way to wind down the week for me, because I take Fridays and Saturdays off. Thanks, Harvey.
$5 make you holler. Yeah. Guys, too, if you want to become part of and be a part of the members on Gray's channel or mine, my link is up in the top. You can go on Gray's main page, become the member. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that that are not members don't get to see. So if you guys are wanting to do that, that would be great. And you guys, we will catch you on the next one. Which will be tomorrow night. And I will be live Friday night. So you'll be seeing a lot of us.
Yeah, I'll have a few announcements and stuff like that going on here tomorrow. Some things for the members and whatnot. So, like I said, just stay tuned, and we appreciate you guys watching the content. Hitting that like button, dropping comments, all that stuff. We truly appreciate it.
Absolutely. You guys take care. God bless, and we will see you on the next one.